Hi, this is Vicki with My Paper Connection. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States, and I'm so happy to be with you today. I'm going to be making a beautiful, beautiful card that is going to be using the Perennial Essence Designer Series paper. I'm not showcasing a particular stamp set, but I did want to showcase this paper. It is just exquisite. The very first time I saw this, I felt like I was looking at Monet paintings. And look, you can actually see how it was framed, because it is frame worthy. It is just so beautiful, and there's lots of things that you can do with it. So I wanted to show you how you can put it on the front of your card base, and it looked like that's the whole card. That's the way the whole card is made. It's just gorgeous. I also wanted to show you the Celebration second release. There are so many fun things. This paper, the Flowering Foils Designer Series paper. This is a reversible stamp set. Really cool, well dressed with all the little manly type things. Some vellum and another stamp set that goes along with punches that are in the new mini catalog. If you would like one of these little brochures along with the mini catalog, please let me know. I would love to send it out to you. Celebration is probably one of our largest promotions of the year, and for every $50 that you spend, you are allowed to choose different items for free out of our Celebration catalog. Now, some things are $100, like this particular stamp set is you have to spend $100 to get it, or this particular stamp set. But there's so many things that are available, and I would love to send this out to you if you don't already have a demonstrator. Just let me know. I'll have my email address. Sorry, not my email, my website, and if you just hit contact me in my website, then you'll be able to see that. And speaking of my website, all of the sizes and the products and everything that I'll be using today will be listed in my website, and you can actually shop from there. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to be using thick Whisper White as my cardstock. If you're using a white base, it just really is the best cardstock to use. And I have scored it. It's 5.5 by 8.5, and I've scored it at 4 1/4. But again, don't worry. All of these directions, the list, the sizes, everything will be listed in my website. And then I'm using the Perennial Essence Designer Series paper, and what I did was I cut it the same size as the front. I don't want to do any layering other than to layer this onto my Whisper White. So I'm going to go ahead and burnish this, and I don't have my my bone folder handy, so I'm just going to use my block. They work well too. And as you can see, there won't be any white showing from it. If for some reason, because we don't always cut things just perfectly, but if for some reason you turn it over and the Designer Series paper is larger than your white, your Whisper White, or your card base, you can just use your card base as a template and then just trim it. It looks like I did a pretty good job. So I'm going to go ahead and just adhere this down. And look how pretty this side is. So pretty. You'll have to excuse me if I'm talking fast, and I was sick for almost 4 weeks. I got a cold, and then it turned into a sinus infection. I still sound a little bit nasally to me, if I'm honest, but I still have a lot of stuff in my head, and I'm actually on some high-powered medicines, and they make me a little jittery and a little high-strung. So please forgive me. Okay, I'm going to use mint macaron today, and I'm using the stamp set Sending You Thoughts, and I'm just going to go, probably because this has been near and dear to me, If Loving Thoughts Could Heal. I'm going to use that with my mint macaron, and I'm just going to stamp that on here on my Whisper White, and it's just a scrap piece. And then I'm going to use the Stitched, is it Stitched So Lovely? I can't remember, to be honest with you, but I'm going to go cut this out, and I'm also going to cut out a layer of the mint macaron with it, and we'll see how that looks. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I actually ended up having to go down to a little bit smaller because it wouldn't cut the little lacy edges out with the larger size. And then I cut this one out with that size that I did have in my hand. And it's actually called the Stitched So Sweetly dies. And Here's an example of some of the things that it will cut out. So cool. I love it. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. If I keep moving, you won't see how my hands are shaking. I am so sensitive to medications, but I got to get my head cleared up. Oh, that is so pretty. I love it. Okay. And I'm going to pop that up on dimensionals, and I'm using what's left, the bones of my dimensionals here. I don't want to waste them. So why not use them? Why waste them, right? And I have this beautiful mint macaron ribbon. And if you'll notice on this one, I actually used these stitched nested labels, and I put it on one that was large enough that I could put a ribbon around the side over here. I'm not going to be able to do that here. But this is the dotted, oh, I can't remember the name of it, but it's our white ribbon, and I actually took a Mango Medley, I think, Melody. I think it was the Mango Melody stamping blend, and I colored it, and I used the Blackberry Bliss on this one. And so you're able to see, and I actually did that with these pearls, and I did it with the sequins as well. So, but today I actually have the colored ribbon that I want. So I think what I might do is, because I really would like to do a ribbon of some sort, I think I'll just put it over here on the side. And now I'm going to make a bow. So I'm going to take my bunny ears, one bunny ear and another bunny ear, and then just take it and pull it through the little hole there. It's just like when you're tying a shoe, except that you bypass the first step where you loop it over. Okay, that made a pretty bow. Just need to make it a little bit smaller. I'm going to take my glue dot, my mini glue dot, tighten that up a little bit more. I'll trim the ends when I get it on the actual card. I'll take a glue dot and just stick that bow down on top of it, and then just lift up, and the glue dot comes with it. Isn't that so pretty? That really is a pretty card. Let me turn it a little bit though so that it doesn't cover the thoughts part. Maybe tighten it up a little bit more. There we go. And then I'll just angle those edges a little bit, the tails a little bit. Okay, now I'm just going to go ahead and stamp the inside of it, and I'm using my mint macaron and just going to place it down. Isn't that cute? I love it. Not cute, it's pretty actually. If loving thoughts could heal, you'd be better already. Aren't these just so pretty? I absolutely love them. This paper just makes such a pretty card, and you really don't have to do a whole lot to make it happen. So anyway, thank you for joining me. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please hit subscribe, and if you ring the bell, you'll get notice when my videos come out. And if you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to be yours. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great day.